This episode is brought to you by my Fansly. I'm Mint Salad and I saw Demolition Man. It is directed by Marco Brambilla and it stars Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. This movie was a paid request by someone on Fansly, so thank you for forcing me to watch this movie. I remember seeing this movie once. By I think I slept through some of it the first time. Not on this watch. On this watch, I watched it. I also, for one of the REI albums that my friend Ari Sturk did, 2020, it was 2020, I think. There is a commentary track called Demolition Man that I did the beat to. That's a fun fact. Here's that right here. You can go check it out. It's still on Bandcamp. Yeah, it's on Bandcamp. So yeah, otherwise, it's my exposure to Demolition Man. I've heard a lot. People are like, oh, Demolition Man is the bomb. Get it? Because he's demolishing things. Haha, got him. This movie starts, you gotta see a guy. Some killer. This is 1996. And this dude is he's a psychopath. He's just murder, death, killing everyone. Pow. He kidnaps a couple of people. Some drug dealer or something. I think it's the former. Oh man, when the police officer guy, what is his name? I'm just gonna call him Demolition Man. So Demolition Man goes to this warehouse and it's all been an elaborate trap, a ruse. You know what happens? There's gasoline everywhere. He lights a cigarette. Phoenix, I think his name is. Yeah, the bad guy's name is Phoenix, the psychopath. Flicks a cigarette, causes big ol' gasoline flames to go up in the air. And it's pretty cool because everyone thinks it's the Demolition Man's fault. And of course, he's known to go a little bit eccentric on some missions. It is shown that people are like, but there's hostages in there. And he's like, no there weren't. I made sure of it. Sure enough, there's a couple bodies. And so he goes to prison 5 ever. And honestly, I would have liked to seen the Demolition Man do more demolishing things to kind of establish his character. I have on good faith that he likes to blow things up whenever he's on duty, instead of just being lured into a trap and then being told otherwise later. They get sent to the cryogenesis. I think that's what it's called. They get put to sleep and they're under a program in which they are, I don't think they're conscious, but they do get some information put into them while they're asleep. You can teach anyone anything. It's like a rehabilitation program. And I wonder if they're conscious during this. I really think so. If they're staring up into space, the sky for 70 years. Aw man, what mind torture that would make. You're in your mind hole 70 years deep. That sounds like it would be sad and a very lonely existence. I don't want to think about that anymore because it's very existential. It turns out, 40 years. It's been 40 years and we need to really just get another verdict on this guy. This guy who's just a murderer, who just does all the murderous deeds. I don't know if he should be reevaluated. But he escapes. He knows the password to the restraints is teddy bear. Okay, that makes sense. No prisoner would just say teddy bear, I guess. But also, then he just starts kicking. Kick. Punch, just exactly like that. Fun part, he does a bunch of murder, death, kill. And nobody is prepared in this society to deal with this murder, death, kill. It even says murder, death, kill. And I gotta say, I've been saying murder, death, kill this entire time. And I just now realized it is a Demolition Man reference. That means I got that organically from somewhere else. And that's funny, I guess. It's weird. I don't get it. So yeah, a bunch of murder, death, kill. No one's prepared. He goes to just outside. There's a police force. Stop! You are violating the law. He swears. He gets written up. You have violated the moral contract agreement. You've done it multiple times. The cops are being called right now. It's oh, okay. Useless cops and also deployed way too often. So I get to see these cops. These cops, they're just being thrown because they don't know how to deal with the violence. What are the people to do except for find another person that they can wake it up? Yeah, you gotta wake them up. You gotta wake up the Demolition Man, to be exact. From the same time era, Demolition Man is also swearing. He really hates how everything's super controlling, he says it's fascist in the movie, because you can't, there is no swearing, no drugs, no alcohol, no caffeine. Caffeine is the really egregious one to me. No meat. No meat, actually. No meat. That's a crime. And also no sex. So all that stuff is just like banned. And of course, being from the 90s, he's like, come on, man. Why you gotta be like that? He does eventually cooperate with everyone. And by that, I mean, there's a whole lot of fight scenes where you got the Phoenix punching Demolition Man. Pow, that's a punch. There's a good amount of exposition that we get through these fight scenes. There's a whole lot of fighting. But also, we eventually figure out why Phoenix can do all of this. Like, why is he just doing the punching constantly? How is he such a good one? And he doesn't even know where he learns it all from. There's the guy who runs all of this, runs everything, is like, hey, I'm going to install you, Phoenix Man. I just realized it's a great name because he rises from the ashes, and even better than before. That seems to be on purpose. So he's been inserted with like computer hacking and martial arts, some super cool spy, kicky martial art fighter programming, stuff like that. That's just the usual. Meanwhile, you also got Demolition Man, just knows how to sew and crochet, knit. He knows how to knit. I'm like, honestly, those skills could be very useful, but not in this particular instance. We also find out through this like huge scene, big old scene, kick, punch. Man, there's a lot of kickiness, punchiness between like a lot of not heavy dialogue, but it's a decent amount of action. Lots of fire too. But also, we figure out that he's been framed, actually. Those hostages were actually dead already. Haha, got him. Sucks for you, you just got duped, homie. So of course this like motivates any man to like really hate you and really want to take you down. And I mean really want to take you down. He freezes him? He does freeze him because like there's this whole plot to he really wants to unfreeze everyone. First is his gang. He's like, okay, I need some homies, right? And then he's like, actually, I want everyone to unthaw. And I'm like, bro, just pick your lane. Pick your priorities. Pick, either you're going to do crew or you're going to do really cool criminals that are really hard and have a really hard knock life with how many murder, death, kills they've done. Like, really bad ones. However, the plan is stopped by the Demolition Man because this is bad. You don't want all these criminals out and about and trying to just ruin everything. So eventually, the entire process is stopped. The Phoenix gets frozen. He's no longer rising from the ashes. He's getting frozen and his head kicked off. And I liked that part where his head gets kicked off because then it's like, aha, got him. It seems like you just got what you deserved. Everything blows up. Kablow, kablam, bammo, awesome explosion. I love it. Everyone thinks this is the end of civilizations, nice society, civilization. But I think, personally, if a perfect society is one without violence, then what happens when you got somebody that is with violence? There's a lot of movies that cover this idea. Like, The Matrix covers, like, just it's the ideas versus, like, reality. Because you got at least a few people who want to not be part of the system. So you got to give them a choice to not be part of the system. However, if everyone's just perfect and everything sucks all the time, then I feel like at least eventually somebody's going to try to not be part of the system. Someone's going to find a way to make a weapon and start stabbing somebody, and that will bring the demise of that civilization. Like, it almost happened here. You really gotta train for both. And that, I like how Demolition Man's like, everyone can work together to have a good combination of personal freedoms and safety. And then he goes away. That's how the movie ends. The civilization's so open for just being wiped out. I just think they need to be protected by someone. Maybe use the criminals and mind control them, and also just mind control them so they don't fight against you, but they fight for you whenever there are any imminent threats. You can't just be this one city that's perfect. Everything else must be like a fiery scape of plains and darkness and sadness. That must be it. I don't believe that the entire world is a perfect society in this movie. I did like all the explosions, and all the kickiness, and I really like the Phoenix's just like, I just want to kill, I'm just good, murder, death, kill, and I also like the murder, death, kill, I just like saying murder, death, kill, you know, just stuff like that. So, I gotta give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. If you like that content, I have more content on patreon.com/ASEpresents for $3 a month for some daily vlogs and some extended mint salad saws. Also, $20 a month, you get one movie review per 1 month. $20, 1 month. So go check out patreon.com/ASEpresents. Also, if you like to see me pose in this or not this, wink, go check out my fansly.com/itsmintsalad. Until next time, I'm in Salad Saw. I'll see y'all later in my salad croutons and bacon bits. Shake.